Data is building block for Salesforce CRM application. This is required for smooth working of Salesforce application. In this video, I will explain how to manage data in Salesforce. It is one of the modules for the Salesforce Data Architect Certification. Here are the key takeaways from this video. You will understand what is data management, why data management is important, and how to manage data in Salesforce. Let's see what is data management in Salesforce. Data is a foundation for any CRM system. Just like a strong building needs a strong foundation, a CRM system needs accurate and well-managed data. If data is not handled properly, like keeping it clean, organized, and up to date, then CRM can't help the business grow or make smart decisions. Data management in Salesforce involves the methods, tools, and best practices used to efficiently collect, organize, store, and protect data. This is very important for every organization, whether it's small or big. I will explain all these points in this video. Let's see why data management is important. With Salesforce data management, we can ensure that our Salesforce data remains complete, like all our required data is captured on the filling the data. It's accurate, the data is free from errors and inconsistencies. Our data is consistent, like it should follow the all naming convention and format. Like take example, if you want to put email, then email should have a proper format. So data should be in a proper format. Secure, the data has a proper access control and the protection mechanism in place. Accessible, it should be easily available to the right user at the right time. Data management in Salesforce CRM ensures accurate, complete, and up-to-date information across all the clouds and the application. It helps avoid issues like duplicate records, poor reporting, low user adoptions, and compliance risks. Good data practice enhance decision making, improve customer relationship, and support business growth. Take a retail business example. Imagine a retail chain which has a multiple store location and an e-commerce website. With Salesforce, they manage customer data like purchase histories, preferences, and a feedback in a centralized system. Good data management ensures that marketing teams can send personalized promotions, sales team understand customer buying behavior, and service team resolve issues faster. For example, if a loyal customer frequently buys sports shoes online, Salesforce can help the business to target those loyal customers with exclusive deal across email and mobile apps. It will increase customer satisfaction and the business sales. We understood the importance of data management. Let's see how to manage data in a Salesforce. Managing data in Salesforce is strategic and technical discipline that ensures our data is clean, secure, and usable. Salesforce is built around data-centric operations, and effective management of this data directly impacts business performance, user trust, automations, accuracy, and the decision making. We should manage data in each phase of the data life cycles. Here are the phases for data management which we will see in this video. We'll see data entry, data import, data governance policies, data quality management, data security and sharing, data integration, data backup, data archiving, and data audit or monitoring. Let's see what is data entry in Salesforce. Data entry is the first point of contact for any data in Salesforce. Poor data input leads to a bad output, meaning that incomplete, inconsistent, or invalid data can break reports, misguide automations, and damage customer relationship. Data management starts from data entry itself. So we should ensure that data is entered correctly and consistently. Let's see how to handle invalid entries in a data entry phase. Salesforce provides many standard tools and features to filter invalid data. We can use validation rule to enforce conditions like email must be filled if the phone is blank. We can create a pick list instead of free text fields to standardize values. Example, if country is the text field, then user can enter USA, United States or United States of America. Even some user can do spelling mistakes. So better we can create a pick list of valid values. This will make a standard value will be entered or saved in our database. We can use record types and the page layouts to control what fields appear based on user roles. This way we can stop user to enter only the required data. Salesforce dynamic forms can also help in dynamic page layout based on the user credentials. We can use default values for auto population of the some of the fields which is mandatory to be entered in the data. So these are the data validation information which we can use in data entry phase. So these are the feature which we can utilize while we are doing the data entry in the database. Then we have a data import. Data importing is a key aspect of Salesforce data lifecycle management, whether onboarding new data or migrating from a legacy system. We can use data import tool. Doing this correctly will ensure data consistency and the integrity. Let's see how to manage data import. We can use data import wizard for user-friendly uploads, ideal for leads and contacts, which has a very lesser record. Then we can utilize the data import wizard. We have a data loader. We can use data loader for complex or large volume of data, and it can use for importing data. We can exporting updates and the deletions of the data as well. We can use other tool also, like we have a workbench, we have a Salesforce CLI. We can also use app extension products like Informatica, Talent. I will explain this topic in more detail in the next video of data management. Next topic, we have a data governance policy. Governance defines how data should be handled, who owns it, and how it should be evolving. It ensures consistency, accountability, and the compliances across the org. This can be most important for the data management. Let's see how we can handle data governance policy. We can handle it by defining data ownership based on the department or user role. We can also put some naming convention, the field definition, so that the data will be proper in our system, like it should have some format, some kind of a naming convention. So we can utilize that for storing the database. So storing in the database. We can use a data governance committee, which is also called data stewardship. They will enforce standards. They will review orgs on a defined interval so that they will know that which database, which org had what kind of problem. They can scan, they can audit the data, and they can create a report on that. We can maintain a data dictionary which has a list of fields, meanings, formats, so that all the data, metadata we have in somewhere, and whenever we need to refer it, we can easily refer to it. Instead of going to database, we can simply use that list, and we can have any decision on it. Next, we have a data quality management. Data becomes inaccurate or duplicate over time because we'll keep adding a data, because business growing, you will keep adding a data, and this data is entered from different channel. could be API, could be through UI, could be through a database, right? So if proper validation is not there for particular object, so invalid data can be entered. We should regularly clean all those invalid data so that the data will remain usable in our system. We can use duplicate management tool to handle data quality issues. Let's see what are the tools available in a Salesforce to do the quality management of data. We can utilize a duplicate management tool, which is a standard or built-in feature in a Salesforce. Duplicate management is a set of features in a Salesforce which is designed to prevent, detect, and manage duplicate record, such as leads, contacts, or accounts within your CRM org. It works by defining some rules that identify matching record and which specify that what action should be taken. Like we should block the entry of the data, or we just warn it and save the data in a database. So that kind of setting we can do while we are implementing a duplicate management in Salesforce. Other tools which we have in Salesforce, which is we can say is a part of App Exchange product, but we can utilize, like we have a Divan tools, we have a Cloudingo, and we have a Informatica Cloud. We can use all these external, or we can use App Exchange product also for data quality management. Next, we have a data security, which is very critical for data management. Data in Salesforce must be accessible to the right people, and it should be protected from unauthorized user. Data security plays a foundational role in the managing data effectively in Salesforce. It will help in ensuring that sensitive information is protected, accessible only to the authorized user, and it is compliant with the regulatory standard. Data security is both a security best practices, and it will help us in making our application compliant to the GDPR, HIPAA, etc., which is a regulatory compliances. Let's see what data security tools available to us so that we can secure our data. We can use SIL platform encryption. So it is by default available in our Salesforce system. Then we have a field audit trail, which will tell us when and how the data is in particular field is updated, who has updated. We can utilize profile and the permission sets to secure our application. So these are the 4 security tools which we have available by default or as a standard feature. We can utilize them to secure our applications. Next, we have a data integration. Data integration plays a vital role in managing data effectively in Salesforce. It will help us in ensuring that Salesforce is not functioning in isolation, but rather it's working as a connected system. In most organizations, critical data is spread over multiple platforms. Like we have a ERP system, we have a marketing automation tool, we have a customer support platform, and external databases. Integrating these systems with the Salesforce allows data to flow seamlessly and in real time, or maybe in scheduled batches as well, between these platforms. This will help us in eliminating data silos, manual data entry issues, and the risk of inconsistencies. As mentioned, integration ensures that data flows across system in real time or on a schedule. This will help us in updating all the data. It will help us in updating all the connected system whenever the data is changed in one of the system. This way, all these external system and the Salesforce will be always updated with the proper data. Let's see what data integration tool we can utilize. We can use Salesforce MuleSoft, we can use Jitterbit, we can use Zapier, we can use Informatica, we can use Talent, and we can use Skyware. These are the tools which we can utilize for the data integration. Next, we have a data backup. While Salesforce is highly reliable and a secure platform, human errors, integration failures, and unforeseen events such as a data overrides or malicious activity can still occur. Without a reliable backup strategy, the loss of even a small amount of critical data like customer contact detail, sales opportunity, or the financial record can disrupt operations, damage customer relationship, and it can be a result in a financial loss. Salesforce offers basic protection, but regular backups are crucial for recovering from accidental deletions, data corruption, or any malicious changes. Let's see what are the tools available for the backup in a Salesforce. We can use data export, we can use data loader, we can use backup and restore applications like on backup, spanning, and the Druba. These all three are the Apexion product. So there could be some kind of license fee or the purchasing fee. So you can check that on a Apexion product, Apexion website. Next, we have a data archiving. As business grow, the volume of data stored in Salesforce, such as closed opportunities, old cases, or historical activities, can become huge. It can become overwhelming. This accumulation not only consumes valuable data storage but can also slow down system performance, like our reports and searches will be less efficient in the case of we have a huge data in system. Archiving allows us to identify and move older, less frequent access records to a separate storage, either within a Salesforce like Big Object or Customer Archiving solution, or we can also move those data to the externally by a middleware or some kind of backup tool, which we have discussed previously. Let's see what data archiving tools we can utilize. We can utilize big objects. We can also store in some custom database through maybe a CSV or Excel set. We can archive. We can also use other cloud storage, like we can put in a Google database. We can use an Oracle database or some other kind of a database also we can utilize for storing our data. Let's see data monitoring now. Data monitoring in Salesforce is the practice of tracking, reviewing, and analyzing data for quality, usage, and the security issues. It helps admin and data stewards maintaining clean, accurate, and secure data by proactively identifying inconsistencies, errors, and unauthorized changes. Like somebody is logging in the system some with a different IP or from a different country, then the Salesforce admin can easily identify who has logged in from a different IP address or from different country. They can easily check it. So these kind of data monitoring we should perform in our org. This way we can secure our org or we can secure our data. Let's see what data monitoring tool which we have available. We can utilize report and dashboard. Through report and dashboard we can easily get the data and we can filter out who has basically entered or logged in our system, from which country, which IP address, which is prohibited to enter. So this way we can easily identify. We can use field history tracking, like who has changed which field, right? All those information we can track. We can use audit trail, like what kind of a data and when is changed. We can utilize login history and user activity. This will tell us which user has logged in, what time, when, from which city, which IP address. So we can easily identify all those information from this feature. Then we have storage user monitoring, which tells us what is the storage capacity which we have for Salesforce and how much we have utilized, which object is taking too much data. So all those reports we can identify, and we can proactively take some kind of action to measure the records or kind of that, right? So these are the, you can say, features for data management. Let me summarize all those. We can use data entry management to ensure accuracy and consistencies using validation rule, pick list, and the required fields. We have a data quality management which prevents and merges duplicate records using matching and duplicate rules. We have a data import which adds new data in Salesforce via tools like data import wizard or data loader. We have data export, which extract data for the backups, reporting, or migration using export tool and reports. We have data security, which control access to the data on the object level, field level, and record level using profile roles and the sharing rules. We can have a data backup, which secure data with a schedule export, recycle bin, and third-party backup tools. We have a data archiving, which moves or delete old data to manage storage and improve the performance of the system. We have data integration, which syncs Salesforce with other sales systems like Google, AWS, using API, middleware, or some kind of connectors like MuleSoft. We have a data monitoring and reporting, which tracks data usage and quality using report, dashboard, or the audit logs. We have a data governance, which define ownership, policies, and standard to maintain long-term data health. So these are the, you can say, data management features. In next video, we'll understand data import functionality in the Salesforce.